Would you all please close your eyes and imagine the following? Now, I want you to envision a 3-year-old girl with short brown hair, these big sparkling eyes, freckles dancing across her face as she smiles a big, bright smile. Now, I want you to envision that smile disappearing in a heartbeat, the freckles that once danced across her face standing still, and the light that sparkled in her eyes when she was excited or fascinated with life disappearing, just like her parents did. Would you please open your eyes? Over the next year, that little girl is separated from her 2 brothers, another is born, and she bounces from one foster home to the next. Eventually, an aunt of hers takes her in and manages to find her 2 younger brothers. Her older brother can't be found, but hey, at least she's in a happy home again. Everything will be fine, she thinks. Wrong. The next 7 years will be the worst years of her life. Her once lovely aunt becomes physically abusive and negligent. Her and her brothers are forced to stay locked inside of their rooms with little to no food and no access to the bathroom. They're taken out of public school and placed in the online school to limit their social interactions and prevent anybody from finding out what's really going on at home. When forced outside, they often play games and oftentimes play store because they're so hungry and all they can think about is food. As the eldest, that little girl feels horrible because she can't do anything for her brothers. Whenever somebody visits, she's forced to put on a smile and speak highly of her aunts in fear of facing any more punishment. Eventually, her and her brothers learn to pick their locks and start sneaking out to steal food and use the bathroom. They live like this for 7 years. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you may have just imagined this, but this was my reality. I am that little girl who lost her parents. I am that little girl who lost her purpose and believed she wouldn't be anything special in life. I am that little girl who learned to rise through her struggles and began to fly through the storm despite all the turbulence being thrown her way. And I, BrookeLynn Bing, am standing here today representing Jessie Draper Boys and Girls Club as their Youth of the Year. Now, for somebody from that background to be standing here today is a great feat. The canvas of my life didn't start out the best. No details, no bright pop of color, nothing really important. Much how I felt while standing with my younger brothers at the foster care agency, listening to the lady call foster parent after foster parent because even though we got out of the abusive household, nobody wanted 3 kids our age. But you know, there's always that one person out there who wants to sow goodness. And thankfully, for my brothers and I, there were 2. 2 people so caring and so selfless. They took all 3 of us in. And that's when the canvas of my life started to see bright and vibrant colors. Mommy and Poppy, will you raise your hands? All the way back there. Those are our parents today. Those 2 people, the only ones who cared for us, adopted us 2 years later after taking us in, officially becoming the parents we never had and giving us a second chance in a family. Last month, we celebrated our 5-year adoption anniversary. Thank you. But that's not the end of the story. You see, our parents also put us at Jessie Draper Boys and Girls Club when I was in the 8th grade, and that is where I flourished. Without my Boys and Girls Club, I would not be the person I am today. I wouldn't have had my art displayed in the Kylan Art Gallery because I wouldn't have found my love of art and drawing. I wouldn't have discovered my love of teaching and instruction because I wouldn't have had the opportunity to be a junior staff in my Boys and Girls Club and gain that close bond of so many little children. I wouldn't have fallen in love with Korean culture because I wouldn't have met the 2 girls who pulled me into the K-pop realm and showed me that there is so much more than what I see in here in Georgia. I wouldn't have even considered applying to prestigious schools in Georgia, such as Emory and Oglethorpe, where I was just awarded an $84,000 scholarship. Yes, thank you. Because I wouldn't have met important people such as Miss Caitlin and Miss Virginia, who encouraged me to apply in the first place. I wouldn't have found my potential to be an activist for child abuse because I wouldn't have been taught by club staff, such as Ms. Clements and Mr. Mitchell, that we all have a voice inside of us. It is because of my club that I'm standing here today. And it is because of my club that all these different factors have been planted inside of me and have made me the strong, beautiful, and quirky woman I am today. Yeah, there's that quirkiness right there. My canvas may not be complete, but it already has so much to tell. Every color and every medium represents something that I have experienced, something that I have learned, something that I have accomplished, and something I'm passionate about. And now I will pursue my dream to be an ESOL teacher in South Korea. Thank you. My beginning was not the best, and nobody expected me to soar. But look at where I am now. I am living proof that your background does not define you. Instead, it serves as the runway that you need to help you to get ready, get set, and to fly. Thank you.